Today, the state Supreme Court justices heard arguments in the official beginning of a 4-year legal battle over abortion access in Iowa. We break down arguments from both sides now in our top story at 5. The justices heard arguments from attorneys representing Governor Kim Reynolds, who are appealing a district court's decision to uphold the permanent injunction of a 6-week abortion ban. That was signed into law back in 2018, but that law never went into effect. Last summer, the Iowa Supreme Court ruled that the state's constitution does not guarantee the right to an abortion, and the governor began seeking to have that injunction overturned. Meanwhile, the crux of both arguments are how legal standards have changed since 2018. The governor's attorneys argue the wrong standard is being used to judge the 6-week ban, saying the court should be considering it under the rational basis standard, which is the most permissive threshold. When the law was passed in 2018, it was subject to the most rigorous test, the strict scrutiny test. The attorney for Planned Parenthood said in a Zoom conference following today's hearing, a middle ground is the legal standard for the 6-week abortion ban based on precedent.
Last year in the Planned Parenthood of the Heartland 4 ruling, the court left in place the undue burden standard, and the state is trying to challenge that. And so our understanding and the Iowa law right now is that undue burden standard governs, and under the undue burden standard, the 6-week ban is absolutely unconstitutional.
The conclusion of the case is not as simple as the injunction being lifted or not. If the near abortion ban is reinstated, justices are looking for precedent if they are able to lift the permanent injunction on the bill in the first place. Then seeing if the law can be applied or if lawmakers at the State House will have to pass that same bill again. A decision expected sometime this June. Meanwhile, Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds released a statement in response to these oral arguments heard today. She says, quote, "I remain optimistic the Iowa Supreme Court will allow the fetal heartbeat bill to take effect as the Iowa Constitution requires. Our citizens and their elected officials have chosen to promote life and end abortion at a heartbeat with exceptions for rape, incest, and life of the mother," end quote.